Once, Gautama Buddha said, "Be where you are. Otherwise, you will lose your life." In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in helping others and neglect our own existence. We often feel compelled to support friends, family, and even strangers, thinking it's the right thing to do. However, this noble intention can have unforeseen consequences. Today, we will examine the dark side of helping others and how it can affect us in unexpected ways. Gautama Buddha reminds us of the importance of being present in our own lives. By constantly focusing on others, we can lose sight of our own needs, dreams, and happiness. This doesn't mean we should stop helping others, but it's crucial to find a balance. While helping others can be very rewarding, it can also lead to burnout, stress, and neglect of our own well-being. When we overload ourselves, we risk missing out on our own experiences and joys. It's essential to remember that we also deserve care and time for ourselves. This isn't about being selfish, but about maintaining a healthy and balanced life. Imagine a life where you continuously give without taking a break. Over time, you might feel overwhelmed, fatigued, and even resentful. This is the dark side of helping others, when our good intentions end up harming us instead of benefiting us. If we stay present and aware of our own lives, we can offer help to others without losing ourselves in the process. Join us as we explore how helping others can sometimes be detrimental and discover ways to maintain a healthy balance. First, the martyr syndrome. In our journey through life, we all face challenges and responsibilities that can be heavy. One of these challenges is the martyr syndrome. Imagine someone who always puts others' needs before their own, often at the cost of their own well-being. This person may feel they must sacrifice their own happiness and health to support those around them, believing their own needs are secondary. While helping others is a noble act, it becomes a problem when it leads to personal neglect and burnout. Consider a mother who constantly puts her family's needs above her own. She works tirelessly to ensure her children are well cared for, her partner is happy, and her home runs smoothly. In this process, she rarely takes time for herself, whether to rest, engage in hobbies, or maintain her health. Over time, this continuous sacrifice can lead to physical exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and even resentment towards those she supports. The martyr syndrome often arises from the ingrained belief that self-worth is tied to how much one can give to others. This mentality can develop from cultural, familial, or societal expectations that value selflessness and sacrifice. While it's important to be compassionate and supportive, it's also crucial to recognize that taking care of oneself isn't selfish. In fact, self-care allows one to be more effective and sustainable in helping others. Think of the safety instructions on an airplane: put on your own oxygen mask first before helping others. This advice serves as a powerful metaphor for daily life. If you don't take care of yourself first, you'll lack the strength and capacity to assist others. Self-care can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes a day to relax, enjoy activities that bring you joy, or set boundaries to avoid burnout. Overcoming the martyr syndrome involves recognizing and valuing your own needs. It's about balancing care for others with self-care. This might mean asking for help when you need it, refusing additional responsibilities, or accepting that it's okay to rest and recharge. Remember, you can't give what you don't have. Facing the martyr syndrome not only improves your well-being but also sets a positive example for others. By prioritizing self-care, you show that it's possible to be compassionate and supportive without sacrificing your health and happiness. This balance leads to a more fulfilling and sustainable life, benefiting both you and those around you. Number 2, dependency issues. In today's interconnected world, relationships, and bonds with others are fundamental. However, sometimes these bonds can become excessive, leading to a situation where a person becomes overly dependent on another for emotional, financial, or physical support. Dependency issues arise when this dependency becomes unhealthy, hindering personal growth and autonomy. Think of a young adult who has always relied on their parents to make decisions, whether big or small. This person might struggle to make decisions or face challenges independently. They might experience insecurity or anxiety without constant guidance or approval. Over time, this dependency can limit their ability to develop essential skills such as problem-solving and self-sufficiency. Dependency issues can also arise in romantic relationships. Imagine a couple who feels they cannot function without their partner. They might constantly seek validation, avoid making decisions on their own, or feel lost when alone. This dependency can strain the relationship, creating an imbalance where one feels burdened by the other's needs. Managing dependency involves promoting self-sufficiency and self-confidence. While it's natural to seek support, excessive dependency can be harmful. One way to combat this is to gradually take on responsibilities and make decisions independently, starting with small tasks and moving on to larger challenges. This helps build confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Setting boundaries is also essential. Both parties should feel comfortable expressing their needs and limits. Promote open communication about the type of support each can provide. This honesty facilitates the creation of a balanced and healthy dynamic. Self-reflection is key to overcoming dependency. It's crucial to identify the roots of your dependency, such as fear of failure or low self-esteem, and address them directly, whether through personal efforts, therapy, or other forms of support. Remember, you can't offer your best if you're empty. By facing the martyr syndrome and dependency, you improve your well-being and set a positive example. Focusing on self-care and self-sufficiency leads to a more fulfilling and balanced life, benefiting both you and those around you. Building a support network is another crucial step. While fostering self-sufficiency is important, having a diverse group of people to turn to can prevent excessive dependency on one individual. Friends, family, mentors, and support groups can offer valuable perspectives and encouragement. Overcoming dependency involves finding a balance between seeking help and being self-reliant. By fostering independence, setting healthy boundaries, and understanding the causes of your dependency, you can build a more resilient and rewarding life. This process not only benefits you but also enriches the quality of your relationships, creating a more supportive and empowering environment for everyone. Number 3, emotional burnout. Emotional burnout occurs when a person feels constantly fatigued and overwhelmed by the emotions and problems of others. This happens when we absorb the stress and negativity around us, leaving us exhausted and unable to manage our own emotions adequately. Imagine a caregiver who spends their days attending to the needs of others, whether a parent caring for a child with special needs or an adult assisting an elderly relative. While their efforts are full of love and compassion, the continuous emotional demands can take a toll. These caregivers may feel drained, anxious, and lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. Emotional burnout also affects those in helping professions, such as nurses, teachers, or social workers. Constant exposure to others' problems and suffering can lead to chronic physical and emotional exhaustion. This makes it difficult to maintain the same level of care and support. Combating emotional burnout requires recognizing when you feel overwhelmed and taking steps to recharge. Self-care is crucial in this process. Dedicating time each day to relax and engage in activities that bring you joy and peace can help replenish your emotional reserves. This can include hobbies, exercise, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. Setting boundaries is fundamental. Saying no or stepping back when necessary is completely acceptable. Informing those around you about your limits can prevent you from overloading yourself with more responsibilities than you can handle. For example, if you are frequently sought after for advice or support, it's important to let them know when you need time for yourself. It's also essential to seek support from others. Talking with friends, family, or a therapist about your emotions can offer relief and a new perspective. Sometimes, simply sharing your concerns can make them feel more manageable. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques can be very beneficial. Mindfulness involves being present and fully focused on the current moment, which can reduce stress and anxiety. Methods like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can help you process your emotions and manage stress more effectively. Maintaining a balanced routine is also important to prevent emotional burnout. Ensure you include activities that satisfy your emotional, physical, and mental needs, as this balance is key to maintaining overall well-being and avoiding overwhelm in any one area. Remember that taking care of yourself is not an act of selfishness. In fact, by prioritizing your own emotional well-being, you are better equipped to help others. By identifying the symptoms of emotional burnout and taking steps to address it, you can maintain your strength and continue to be a source of support and compassion for those around you. Number 4. Enabling destructive behaviors. In our relationships, it's natural to want to support and help those we care about. However, sometimes our support can inadvertently enable harmful behaviors. This occurs when our actions, intended to help, actually allow harmful habits or patterns to continue unchecked. Imagine a friend with alcohol problems who frequently turns to you for money or a place to stay after a night of excess. Although your desire to be a good friend leads you to provide what they ask, this constant help might be preventing them from facing the consequences of their actions and seeking the necessary assistance to overcome their addiction. Enabling behavior can manifest in various ways and in different types of relationships. Parents, for example, may enable their children by continuously rescuing them from problems, preventing them from learning responsibility. Couples may justify or cover up each other's bad behavior to avoid conflicts or out of fear of losing the relationship. While these actions come from a place of love and concern, they often have the opposite effect of what is intended. Addressing enabling behavior starts with developing awareness. You need to distinguish between helping and enabling. Helping means supporting someone to make positive changes, whereas enabling allows harmful behavior to persist. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are truly beneficial in the long term. Setting boundaries is crucial to avoid enabling these behaviors. This involves clearly communicating what you are willing and not willing to do. For example, you might tell your friend with alcohol problems that, while you care about them, you can no longer provide money or a place to stay. Instead, you can offer to help them find professional support or accompany them to support meetings. It's crucial to remember that providing effective help often means guiding the person towards self-sufficiency and responsibility, rather than preventing them from continuing problematic behaviors. Maintaining clear boundaries and encouraging the pursuit of appropriate help allows you to offer genuine and constructive support to those you care about. Promoting responsibility is another important aspect. Allowing the person to face the natural consequences of their actions can be difficult, but it's often necessary for them to understand the impact of their behavior and the need to change. For instance, if a loved one frequently misses work and relies on you for financial support, letting them face the consequences of losing their job could be the wake-up call they need. Additionally, it's helpful to educate yourself about the issues your loved one is facing. Understanding their difficulties will help you offer the best support possible without enabling negative behaviors. This might include informing yourself about addictions, mental health issues, or other challenges they might be experiencing. Seeking support for yourself is also essential. Enabling behavior can be emotionally draining, and talking to a therapist or joining a support group can offer you the guidance and strength needed to maintain healthy boundaries. Number 5, loss of identity. In the daily hustle, it's easy to lose sight of our true essence. This loss of identity often occurs when we focus so much on fulfilling the roles and expectations others have for us that we neglect our own needs, desires, and aspirations. Imagine a person who dedicates their entire life to their career, constantly striving to meet their boss's expectations and climb the corporate ladder. They work long hours, take on extra responsibilities, and prioritize work above all else. Over time, this person might start to feel disconnected from their true self, uncertain about what they genuinely enjoy or what brings them happiness outside of work. The loss of identity can also manifest in personal relationships. A parent who dedicates all their energy to raising their children might reach a point where they realize they've forgotten who they are beyond their role as a parent. Similarly, someone in a long-term relationship might begin to feel that they've lost their individuality, becoming part of a we instead of maintaining their personal I. Reclaiming your identity starts with self-reflection. Take time to reconnect with yourself and explore what truly matters to you. Ask yourself questions like, what are my passions? What activities bring me happiness? What are my values and beliefs? Writing in a journal or meditating can be helpful in discovering these answers and gaining clarity about your true self. It's also essential to set aside time for yourself. Engage in activities that you enjoy and that make you feel fulfilled, whether it's painting, hiking, reading, or any other hobby. These moments of self-indulgence can help you reconnect with your essence. Remember that it's important to prioritize your own happiness and well-being. Setting boundaries in your relationships and career is another crucial step. Learn to say no to demands that drain you or take away time from your personal life. Communicate your needs and avoid constantly sacrificing your identity to meet others' expectations. For example, if you feel that work is consuming your life, establish specific hours when you are off duty and dedicate that time to yourself and your interests. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be very helpful. They can offer you an external perspective and assist you in your process of self-discovery. Talking about your feelings and experiences with others can sometimes lead to useful insights and provide the encouragement you need. Trying new experiences can also help you rediscover your identity. Experimenting with different activities, meeting new people, and exploring various interests can rekindle your passions and help you get to know yourself better. Embrace the idea of growth and change, and keep an open mind to the evolution of your identity. Remember that your identity is not fixed but a dynamic and ever-evolving aspect of who you are. By taking steps to reconnect with yourself, setting boundaries, and exploring new experiences, you can reclaim a strong sense of identity. This process not only improves your personal well-being but also allows you to express your true self in all areas of your life, enriching your relationships and experiences. Number 6. Financial pressure. Financial pressure is a common problem that can have a significant impact on our lives and well-being. When facing economic difficulties, stress, anxiety, and a sense of overwhelm can arise. This stress can affect not only our mental health but also our relationships and daily activities. Imagine a family struggling to make ends meet. The parents work long hours, but the bills keep piling up. They worry about how to cover rent, food, and other basic needs. This constant worry can cause sleepless nights and strain relationships as financial pressure affects their emotional well-being. Financial pressure can also impact individuals on a personal level. Someone with high levels of debt might feel trapped, unable to see a way out of their financial problems. They might avoid social events due to a lack of money or feel ashamed of their financial situation. This can lead to isolation and depression, further exacerbating the problem. Facing financial pressure requires taking proactive steps to manage and improve your economic situation. Number 7. Neglecting personal needs. In our busy lives, it's easy to prioritize others and forget about our own needs. Ignoring our personal needs can lead to burnout, stress, and a sense of emptiness. When we constantly focus on work, family, or other responsibilities, we often sacrifice our own well-being. Imagine a dedicated employee who works long hours to meet deadlines and impress their boss. They skip meals, don't exercise, and rarely take breaks. Over time, this neglect impacts their health, leaving them exhausted and unhappy. They might start to feel disconnected from their own needs and desires. Neglecting personal needs can also affect parents who prioritize their children's needs above all else. While caring for children is essential, parents must also take time to recharge and maintain their health. Without self-care, they may feel overwhelmed and unable to provide the best care for their family. Addressing this issue begins by recognizing the importance of self-care. It's not selfish to dedicate time to yourself. In fact, it's crucial. Start by setting aside time each day for activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as reading a book, taking a walk, or enjoying a hobby. Setting boundaries is also essential. Learn to say no to additional tasks or responsibilities that drain you. Prioritize your well-being by scheduling time for rest, exercise, and healthy eating. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be beneficial. Talking about your feelings and receiving support can make it easier to prioritize your needs. By taking these steps, you can ensure that you stay healthy and happy, enabling you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Number 8. Resentment and bitterness. These feelings often arise when we feel undervalued or ignored. Resentment can build up over time, especially if we continually prioritize others' needs over our own. If we don't manage our emotions, resentment can take root and affect both our mental health and our relationships. Imagine someone who is always willing to help friends and family but rarely receives the same support. Over time, this person might feel used and unappreciated, leading to bitterness and a reduced willingness to help in the future, thus damaging their relationships. Resentment can also emerge in the workplace. An employee who consistently takes on additional tasks without recognition or rewards might start to feel undervalued. This bitterness can impact their performance and job satisfaction. To address resentment and bitterness, it's crucial to recognize and express your feelings. Communicate openly with the people involved, let them know how you feel, and seek ways to balance giving and receiving in your relationships. Practicing self-care is fundamental. Dedicate time to activities you enjoy and that help you relax, as this can reduce stress and prevent the buildup of negative feelings. Establishing healthy boundaries is essential to prevent future resentment. Learn to say no when you feel overwhelmed and prioritize your own needs. Sometimes, it's okay to put yourself first. Finally, focus on gratitude. Reflect on the positive aspects of your life and the things you are grateful for. This can shift your perspective and reduce feelings of bitterness. By addressing resentment and bitterness, you can improve your mental health and strengthen your relationships, leading to a happier and more balanced life. Number 9. Impact on relationships. Relationships are fundamental in our lives, providing support, love, and companionship. However, when problems like stress, neglect, or poor communication arise, these connections can suffer. Imagine a couple where one partner works long hours and is always tired. They come home exhausted, with no energy to spend quality time with their spouse. Over time, this lack of interaction can create a distance between them, leading to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Friendships can also be affected. Imagine a friend who is always available for others but never reserves time for themselves. They might feel overwhelmed and start to withdraw, too tired to maintain their friendships. This can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings, weakening the bond they once shared. To avoid these problems, it is essential to prioritize your relationships. Dedicate time to the important people in your life, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Small gestures like a kind word or a brief message can make a big difference in maintaining strong connections. Communication is key. Speak openly and honestly with your loved ones about how you feel, express your needs, and listen to theirs. This mutual understanding can help prevent conflicts and strengthen the foundation of your relationships. Balancing personal needs with relationship responsibilities is also crucial. Ensure you attend to your own needs so you can be truly present for others. Self-care allows you to recharge, making you more available and supportive in your relationships. By striving to strengthen your bonds, you can ensure they remain healthy and fulfilling. Strong, positive connections enrich your life and provide a reliable support system through life's ups and downs. Number 10. Compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue occurs when you have given so much care and support to others that you end up feeling emotionally drained and disconnected. This is common among caregivers, healthcare workers, and anyone who dedicates themselves to caring for others. Imagine a nurse who spends long hours tending to patients every day. They listen to their concerns, offer comfort, and attend to their needs. Over time, the emotional weight of these responsibilities can leave the nurse feeling exhausted and numb, making it difficult to connect with patients or feel the same level of empathy they once had. Parents can also suffer from compassion fatigue. Constantly attending to their children's needs, managing tantrums, and handling daily activities can lead to emotional exhaustion. They might start to feel irritable, less patient, and overwhelmed. Combating compassion fatigue begins with self-care. Set aside time for activities that relax and recharge you, such as taking a walk, reading a book, or practicing mindfulness. These moments are essential for replenishing your emotional reserves. Setting boundaries is fundamental. Learn to say no when you feel overloaded and ensure you don't take on more than you can handle. This can prevent burnout and help you maintain a healthy balance. Talking to someone about your feelings can also be beneficial. Sharing your experiences with a friend, family member, or therapist can provide relief and new perspectives. Lastly, remember to take breaks. Regular short breaks throughout the day can help prevent emotional exhaustion and maintain a better balance and energy level. By following these steps, you can manage compassion fatigue and continue to care for others without neglecting yourself. This ensures that you can provide support while also taking care of your own well-being. Number 11. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can cause stress and disappointment in our lives. When we set goals or expectations too high, it's easy to feel like we're constantly failing. This can affect our happiness and self-perception. Imagine a student who aspires to achieve perfect grades in all subjects. They study hard, but a small mistake makes them feel like a failure. This pressure can cause anxiety and diminish confidence. Over time, the joy of learning can turn into a stressful and overwhelming experience. In relationships, unrealistic expectations can create problems. Imagine someone who expects their partner to always know what they are thinking or never make mistakes. These high expectations can lead to constant disappointment and conflicts. Nobody is perfect, and expecting perfection can damage even the strongest relationships. To manage unrealistic expectations, start by setting goals that are realistic and achievable. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate small achievements along the way and recognize that progress is more valuable than perfection. Effective communication is crucial in relationships. Express your expectations clearly and listen to the other person's point of view. Understanding each other's needs and limitations can help build a more realistic and supportive relationship. Self-compassion also plays a key role. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Remember that making mistakes is a natural part of life, and setbacks are inevitable. By setting realistic expectations, you can reduce stress and disappointment, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. This approach allows you to value your accomplishments and maintain healthy and rewarding relationships. Number 12. Self-neglect. Self-neglect occurs when we stop attending to our own needs and well-being. In the fast pace of daily life, it's easy to push ourselves to the back burner, but this can result in both physical and emotional exhaustion. We can feel constantly fatigued and stressed, unable to enjoy life or perform at our best. Parents often fall into self-neglect, frequently overlooking their own care, which can lead to fatigue and make it difficult to provide the best support to their family. To counter self-neglect, make self-care a priority. Set aside time for activities that revitalize you, such as reading, taking a walk, or simply relaxing. These moments of self-care can significantly impact your overall well-being. Maintaining healthy habits is fundamental. Ensure you eat balanced meals, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. These basics are essential for sustaining your energy and health. Setting boundaries is also crucial. Learn to decline commitments when you feel overloaded and make sure to reserve time for yourself. It's okay to prioritize your own needs occasionally. Asking for help is equally important. Whether it's distributing responsibilities at home or seeking support from friends or a therapist, getting help can lighten your load and reduce stress. By taking these measures, you can avoid self-neglect and ensure you are attending to your own needs. This not only improves your well-being and happiness but also allows you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Number 13. Overlooking warning signs. Ignoring warning signs in our relationships and daily interactions can lead to bigger problems in the future. These signs are indicators that something isn't right, but we often overlook them to avoid conflict or because we hope the situation will improve on its own. For example, if you have a friend who constantly cancels plans at the last minute or doesn't respect your time, these small behaviors can be signs of disrespect or unreliability. Not paying attention to these signs can lead to frustration and an unbalanced relationship. In romantic relationships, warning signs might manifest as a partner being overly controlling or dismissing your feelings. Ignoring these signs can lead to more serious issues, such as emotional abuse or mutual disrespect. To address these warning signs, start by paying attention to your own feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it's crucial to acknowledge it. Don't ignore your instincts, as they are designed to protect you. Talk openly with the other person about your concerns. They might not be aware of their behavior, and a sincere conversation can sometimes resolve the situation. If the warning signs persist despite your efforts, it might be necessary to reconsider the relationship. Setting boundaries is crucial. Clearly define what is acceptable and what is not. This helps protect your well-being and ensures healthier interactions. Always prioritize your own well-being and trust your instincts. If you see warning signs, take them seriously and act accordingly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more advice on maintaining healthy relationships and overall well-being. Remember to be kind to yourself and seek support when needed.